Hello. Anyway, International Cosplay Day just passed, and I had a very fun time. Entered the cosplay contest, didn't win, but someone I met that now we're friends won, and I'm so happy for her. Well, she was third place, but third place or nothing, that's still great. But everything. It was my first time going to International Cosplay Day, so I wasn't sure what to really expect. It was in Central Park, so it was like in a field, open. So I was like, it's gonna be like in a tent or anything. Like read the details. You couldn't bring any kind of furniture, only your blankets and stuff. So I'm just going to explain what I did at International Cosplay Day and how it all went down. Let's get started. Do-do-do-do. The annual International Cosplay Day, or some annual. Amazing time. So let's start. Pretty much trains was okay. Getting there, almost got lost, but I got back on the same train. Haha. Got off, actually met a cosplayer that was on the train. We walked to the park together, found more cosplayers, walked with them, and we all sat down. Pretty much, it was a little cloudy, but it wasn't like but it felt hot, humid at the same time. Set up my blanket. I was Urza Scarlet. I'm not sure you've seen any of my pictures on my Facebook page, but I was her, and pretty much everyone asked me like, "Oh, like who are you from?" Actually, a group of guys had an argument. They were like, "Hey, she's either Eartha Scarlet from Fairy Tale or she's something else." I forgot what they said. Who they thought I was, and I told them, of course, I was Eartha Scarlet, and they said, "Oh, I knew it." So I was like, "Good." I was like, "Yay, someone recognized me." Then I took pictures of people that, because of Pokemon Go, so Pokemon cosplays are really high up now. Took pictures with them and took pictures of them. And I sat back down. Some people, I asked someone if they knew how to draw because the one thing I did not have was her symbol, the fairy tale symbol on her arm that I could not draw myself because I would have to be like this. So I asked someone to draw it for me. They drew it for me. It came out amazing. Then after they drew it for me, they sat back down and stuff. And then slowly you felt little pieces of water coming from out of the sky called rain. And everyone started slowly going underneath this beautiful, huge, amazing tree. And as soon as everyone put their blankets down underneath the tree, some people were still like out underneath like under other trees, and someone else was still like just outside, like didn't move their stuff, and it started to pour. It just was raining so hard, and then everyone said on the news they said it was going to be a passing shower. So we all stood underneath the tree. It had to be a good 30, 45 minutes, almost to an hour until we started to notice this is not a passing shower. This is actually going to be raining for a while. And pretty much we saw the other people underneath like their blanket, like they were still outside with the rain and they put like another like a tarp or whatever they had over their heads. So you see about like it would have to be like seven of them all sitting on the floor with a tarp over their head, and you can hear them laughing and stuff. I'm like, they're having mad fun. And meanwhile, it's like another bunch of us underneath this one tree. So then when it started to get the rain started to get harder, everyone like the rain started coming through the trees, so then you couldn't like really use the tree anymore. So at the moment I was not thinking and I did not pick up my blanket that was underneath the tree. Picked up my blanket, dirty because of the rain and and like the dirt from the grass and stuff. That blanket was completely done for. RIP to my blanket. I washed it, but it's okay now, of course. No blanket was harmed in a deadly way. But then after that, I picked up my blanket, couldn't put it inside my bag because it was way too dirty. Asked people for a bag. No one had an extra bag, so I just had to hold it. Um, my fairy tale flag got wet, but that was fine. The swords I made got wet, and those were completely destroyed. Unfor- Unfortunately. Um, then I had to, of course, for the costume contest, I had to tell the judges that my sword got wet because of the rain. So they said, "Oh, okay, okay." So like, you know, can't do anything about it now. Then after that, it was another underneath our tree, our goddess tree. Someone else had another large tarp. So then all of us started holding onto the tarp with our hands up, like pretty much just holding on, like to this wonderful blue tarp and this towel that someone else had, and we were just holding up. And everyone was like, "Rain, rain, go away!" Like we were singing songs, like listening to soundtracks, all underneath the tree, us laughing, cracking jokes. It was just so funny. And then after that they said, okay, we need to get the cover. Um like be like, take cover, take cover. So pretty much we had to go to one of the buildings that was on the side of Central Park. At the moment, of course, no one had an umbrella because they said it was going to be passing showers. Only some people, but not a lot of people, like me. I was one of the people that just got wet. That was it. um everyone packed, got their stuff, and our tarp group, we all held up the tarp. Well, some of us, the people, like the guys, the tall guys, had the corners and stuff, or like if you were told, you just had to grab a corner, and everyone slowly walked underneath as if we were all in the military, and like it was just like this the whole time underneath a blue tarp. That tarp needs to become the International Cosplay Day flag. It sacrificed itself, that poor tarp, and that poor towel that we had. Um, we did have a little accident with the tarp and the towel. It started dripping through, so we all had to push it. And when we all pushed it up, we wet like two people. And we wet Canada. That was a Canada cosplayer from Hatalia. And we said, Canada, are you okay? Canada's always getting hurt by the other countries. But um we all, like, of course we like gave her a towel like to dry off and stuff. And we all were just walking, and people were just looking at us as if we were crazy. Because they, of course, one, were in the costumes, two, they had no idea what was going on, and three, we all were slowly, like, covering ourselves, going to it. And then we found scaffolding. It was like a God-given gift that the scaffolding was there. So we all made our way, and we all said, hooray! And stuff. If you've seen another one of my YouTube videos before this one, if I'm correct, it talks about what happened with during that tarp season, kind of like that rain and stuff. We stayed underneath that tarp for probably, it had to be by this time from when the rain started to now to the tarp, it had to be about like an hour and like 20 minutes. We stood underneath the tarp for a good another like 30 minutes, and then we wanted, like, some people wanted to like go get something to eat. So we said that this would be the perfect time right now to get out of the rain. That's one, and two, to go eat because people are hungry. Then after that, we looked up McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's personally, but I don't know. I just don't eat McDonald's. But I went to get out of the rain, and I needed a bag for my blanket that was completely destroyed and soaking wet. Um, got the stuff. Looked up at McDonald's and found out McDonald's is closed between a certain time of the day. It said something between like 5 to, it was like 12 o'clock. They were open, and then from 6 to, I think, 10 o'clock they were open. And it was a McDonald's that closed half throughout the day, which was kind of weird. Cause I thought every single McDonald's was 24 hours, but I guess not. Hashtag Manhattan. Um, but then throughout that, we couldn't get McDonald's because they were closed, and we went to a Mexican restaurant, cheap Mexican restaurant. Started to walking there and stuff. Some people went to Starbucks. Some people went there like to different stuff. A group of us, 11 of us, went to a Mexican restaurant and had fun there. Um, we took shelter there. um, talked to the people that were there. They ruined my life. They ruined Naruto, a part of Naruto for me. Of course, I'm not gonna say it, but I cried and they comforted me. So, but yeah, they tried to say that that didn't really happen, but I knew that that happened. Well, after they told me, of course. But yes, I cried and they gave me tissue because yeah. Then, after Mexican restaurant, we saw the sun coming out. Now that the rain is gone. Okay, anyway. Gonna be bright. We packed us up, paid the bill. Of course, the bill was like kinda very expensive. Pretty much, we all split up the bill between like 10. Um, and then we walked back to Central Park, sat down. It was the floor was wet, of course, because of the rain. It's always like was drying, but I still had no blanket. Oh, and thank you to the dude that held my blanket for me because I was carrying a flag, two swords, and my big bag, and he took my blanket for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. um, but then, and I found another bag, so yay. Then we went to back to the park, and then I will be making another video to continue about my story because it's so much to even just talk about. Please like, subscribe, and part 2 will be coming soon. Bye bye.